Hey guys, welcome to the Showstopper Shows. I'm the Showstopper. Today I'm talking about what you saw in the title. As a football fan, I was interested to see this, and I'm actually here on my laptop. I'm sorry about the air conditioner in the background. But basically, the NFL is going to enact a national anthem policy for 2018 that requires players and league personnel on the sideline to stand, but it gives them the opportunity or their option to remain in the locker room if they don't want to stand. Now, something that everyone says is, you know, it's a free country and they should have the right to protest, that kind of thing. And I agree with that, actually. So I actually think that I should be able to get on my YouTube channel and talk about it as well and share my thoughts and feelings on this too. I have been an NFL fan since I was 8, and I'm 35 now, so that's a long time. And so I kind of felt like I needed to get in here and kind of talk about how I feel. And I see, like, I know all this started with Colin Kaepernick, which, you know, with the kneeling. And I actually think that if you want to protest, Colin Kaepernick has such a platform already. Say, me being here on YouTube, if he was to go and start a YouTube channel and talk about current issues and events from and start talking about it, there's so many people that he could reach just from that platform alone. He could do Twitter videos, he could do Facebook videos. There's so many ways to do it. I think that would be a great thing for him to do, to be honest with you. I would check it out. And so just to let you guys know that. But I don't, the NFL, like, I work for a company and they have certain rules. Anybody that works for a company, they have rules. There's dress codes, there's things that we're supposed to do. And I don't believe on imposing on any kind of religion or anything like that. At the same time, they're going to have rules, and if those rules offend me or go against my convictions, then I will not follow those rules. I will leave that company is what I'm saying. I will not stay in a place where I feel like I'm being oppressed or where my rights are being infringed upon as a person. And so that's something for me that I think anybody should understand. And I think it caused a lot of people to be upset on both sides of this. Some people are saying, yes, you should be able to. Other people are saying you shouldn't. That's what our country is bought upon. There was military people saying that. So for me, I was kind of in between there. I was like, yeah, I see where the people are coming from on the military side. I see where people are coming from on the, hey, he should be able to take a knee and whatever side. I saw both sides. If you're asking me to say, if I was to vote and say I think people should stand, I do. I do think people should stand. In our country, to respect what we stand for and what we're supposed to stand for, I think we should totally stand up. If we were all standing together saying, hey, we all stand for this freedom, everyone should treat me the same as he treated everybody else. That's the way it should be. Jesus Christ said it the best: treat others the way you want to be treated. And that's what I believe in. And so that was voted upon by the NFL players, and that's what I think we should do. Everybody in this country should be treated the same. There's people out there that have platforms that don't use them well at all. And there are people that do use their platforms and use them well. So that's all I wanted to talk about. That it's a big deal in our country, and there's already people tweeting about it, and you know, they're saying the fight's going to keep continuing. But I'm going to tell you, if you work for an employer, if you're employed by someone and they have certain guidelines that you must follow, then you must follow them. You must abide by what they say. The NFL supports cancer and breast cancer awareness, and they have days where they wear pink, you know, and maybe you're a person who says, I don't want to support that, but that's something that they have. There's so many things out there. And I know what Colin Kaepernick's talking about. He's talking about racial issues and, you know, things that have happened to minorities. And I get where he's coming from. And I definitely support people being treated equal. So I don't know. I want to talk about that. They were trying to do a compromise. But at the same time, they're like, hey, if you don't want to kneel, then you're going to have to go to, you know, stay in the locker room. You know, that's what they're saying. They said, we understand that, but you will get fined if you do. The team will get fined. So that's the whole deal. To be honest with you, that's one of the most peaceful and non-verbal protests I've ever seen. Is somebody taking a knee during the national anthem. So again, I'm just basically reporting what I saw here and kind of giving you my personal belief on that too. And I don't want people coming in and telling me how I can be at my house, for sure. But there's also, even at your house, there's still rules and laws that you have to follow. The police could bust into my house if I have a drug ring going on or something like that, if there's anything going on. So I have to follow the rules just like everybody else. And if there's a rule that people don't like, I don't know. I'm kind of, it's a part, I see both sides, guys. I really do. I see the one side and then I see the other. So that's just my reaction to this. And that's all I'm doing, is talking about it right there. So hopefully you guys kind of get where I'm coming from. And because I'm in this country, I feel like I should be able to say that and not have horrible comments. But it's going to happen. So I'm just talking, and I'll tell you what I do. I support everybody's right to do what is right. That is the first and foremost thing. We should all do the next right thing, not just do it because, oh, I have the freedom, I should be able to do what I want. No, it doesn't work that way. I totally disagree with that idea. If it doesn't hurt people, I'll do it. Nope, don't agree with that, because whatever you do, to almost a certain degree, I think of the butterfly effect. What you do does affect people. Somehow, some way, it affects someone somewhere. You say, well, I'm just going to stay in my little hole and not do anything. Well, then you're not helping anyone. That's still affecting people. Our call as a Christian especially is to go out into the world and help people, to feed the orphan and the widow, to help people who maybe are less fortunate, who are needy. That's what we're supposed to be doing, not standing around talking about, I'm not going to do anything, and as long as I'm not hurting someone, then I should be able to do it. Totally, that's wrong, because what you do does affect people everywhere. If you do not work and you say, well, that's not affecting people, then who's paying for your food? Somebody out there somewhere is paying for it. Everything affects someone. There's no action or non-action that is not affected somehow, some way. So that's my talk on that, and hopefully you guys will go watch this and maybe form your own opinion. But that's all I'm saying, guys. And I love everybody the same. God loves everybody the same, so therefore I do. I can't not love people the same, nor should I expect people to have the same opportunities as everybody else. And I see a lot of people, man, with a lot of good opportunities here. And let's not don't waste it. If you want to have a platform, man, go make a channel, man. I will follow you. Make it and talk about stuff. Man, like say for example, as a pastor, if I'm going to go to church, maybe he shouldn't say every personal opinion just because he's up there. He needs to say what God says first. And if he wants to talk about his personal opinions, okay. But man, you got to follow God first. God first, your personal opinion second. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Guys, I hope you like my channel. I appreciate anybody who watches and subscribes. So I'm just going to post this, and if you like it, whatever. If not, okay. But remember, Jesus said it best. Treat others the way you want to be treated, for this sums up the law and the prophets. That's what we need to be doing in America every single day, is treating other people the way we want to be treated. That's the answer, man. That is the answer for everything, is the golden rule. And you say, well, Jesus was this or Jesus was that. I'm going to tell you something. If all you can think of Jesus is that he was a good teacher, that's all I need to know. Matthew 7:12. That sums up everything. Sums up everything that was taught. And he said it right there. So you do that, and this world would be a better place, everyone. And maybe if we listen to Jesus, quit talking about, well, church this and church that. I ain't talking about church. I'm talking about Jesus. Jesus wasn't at church when he said that. He was out on a mountainside talking to people, sitting out there feeding people. That's what being a Christian is all about, is going out into the world. It's not about going to church. It's about going into the world and doing to others what you would have them do unto you. Guys, thanks for watching the Showstopper Shows. May his presence be with you always. Put a bow on this video, because that's a wrap. Showstops here.